Chris, congratulations. Is it relief sat there right now after coming through that game?
You can say that. Definitely felt it up there. I just had to battle. I knew what I was going to be in for tonight. He's one of those players that never give up. He's always practicing as well. So I know he's going to be up for it. And yeah, it was a tough one, and I'm just glad to get through that.
Are you pleased that perhaps the sub game for you has come in the first round, so you can now grow into the tournament and you'll be better in round 2?
Yeah, of course. It's just nice to get that win under my belt, regardless who it is. It could have been Humphries, it could have been Littler. You know, it's I treat everybody the same, and I knew I had a tough task, a tough battle, and it showed. He played well up there. He missed a few chances. I think he never missed a double early doors, and I'm thinking, how am I going to find a way to get through that? But then I knew it couldn't last. You know, it's not going to last. You're not going to hit 10 out of 10, and it was very rare anyway. But I just had to dig in, score well, and if I got my chance, I had to take. And I think the 2 finishes on the double 19 twice. I'm not one that when I had the 38 life, I never ever go straight for it. But because I was hitting the double, I thought, oh, go for it. But I messed that up. But I'm happy to get that win.
And wins on that iconic, famous stage sweeter than most?
Yeah, of course, because it's been a place where I've struggled in the past. But last year changed. I got a couple of wins there, and I feel at home up there now, and a lot of support there. So I didn't want to let them down. I think that's a bit more pressure on my shoulders as well. But to get the win in front of a lot of friends out there, it meant a lot.
Chris, congratulations.
Cheers, Phil.
Chris, how do you sort of assess your form coming into this tournament? I know the last couple of Pro Tours weren't too kind to you, but where do you think it's at?
Yeah, I played well. I lost with 101 and a 98 or 99 average on the Pro Tour, so I didn't play bad. It was just they played better, and you've just got to take that. You can't win every game. I know I'm going to be there or thereabouts, but like I said, you're not going to win every game, so I'm not going to get too disappointed. As long as I'm playing well, I know my game's in a good place, and I'm just happy to get the win tonight.
Very much sort of out the spotlight tonight with the games that went before you, obviously Smith against Gary and then Luke against Michael. Do you like it that way?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me one bit. Like I said before, if I'd have played Littler, if I'd have played Humphries, I would have been in the same frame of mind I was against Ritchie tonight. So, yeah, you can see I went under the radar, but there was still a lot of support there as well, which is good.
Chris, it sometimes seems on stage that you get quite frustrated because you know what you can do, and sometimes it's hard to get that out. So when you're in the middle of a tough match, how do you stay composed in the atmosphere on that stage?
I think it's just experience on the stage. It's happened in so many games. You kind of get annoyed because when you're practicing backstage, I think it was the same with Chizzy as well. Chizzy practiced really well yesterday, and look what happened up there. So it is frustrating when it doesn't go, but. Yeah, I know I've been working on my doubles and it's been a lot better than it was tonight, so that's why I was a bit annoyed and agitated, but I'm just happy to come through that.
For a long time you found it difficult to crack that top 16, but you're in there now. I don't know if you're a player that looks at the rankings, but 2 years ago you went out in the first round. Is that something that you pay attention to? Because now there's a real opportunity to solidify that place in the elite darts.
Yeah, I used to look at the rankings quite a lot, and a few of you might know, obviously, I think I was in the position to qualify for the match play in the last spot, and I dropped off and didn't qualify. I think it happened 2 years in a row, and I stopped looking at the rankings since then. So I think it's done me the world of good. I don't need to worry about that. Just play darts and hope for the best, you know.
Do you think that can affect some, especially younger players, got there in the end, where they pay too much attention to what other people might be doing, and then they don't do their own job?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it is nice to look at rankings and whatnot, but you don't want to be hearing what you're defending because it's putting pressure on yourself straight away. So, as long as I go out there and perform, then I'm not bothered.
Well done, Chris. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
Chris, congratulations tonight. Obviously, in the early parts of the game, you had a fantastic start, but 2 ton plus checkouts. What were you thinking when the second 130 went in?
Nah, I knew obviously what he's capable of, so I didn't expect him to miss because he was finishing each legs well, and he's just one of those players. Once he's on one, it's hard to get back, and I just had to keep it together. I knew I was in with a chance if I scored well. I knew we couldn't keep it up throughout the game, but yeah, I'm just happy to get that one.
And obviously the next round you've got Michael Smith, a very close friend of yours. What are your thoughts going into that game?
Just the same. I'll go into it exactly the same frame of mind. Obviously, we're really good friends. We'll probably even practice with each other on the night that we'll play. So it's kind of like I don't feel any different playing him or playing whoever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. Hopefully it's a good game.
Many congratulations.
Cheers, thank you.
Chris, congratulations. So over the years, you've made inroads, a lot of major tournaments. The match play hasn't been one of those. So how much does that motivate you to really come here and give it a good go?
Yeah, it's one of the ones where I've struggled in the past, but last year getting the monkey off my back, it kind of kicked us on. I know I can win here now, and yeah, it's a great venue as well. It's probably my favourite tournament and favourite venue, and I get a lot of support here because there's friends from back home where I play in local leagues. They come, they buy the season tickets, so they've been doing that for years as well, and to have their friend on that big stage means a lot to them. So for me to get a win in front of them, it means everything.
And in a game like that, where it is very tight at some point, do you think your experience on that stage helps you? Because obviously Ritchie nowhere near as much as you. So do you think that really boosts you in a tight match?
Yeah, definitely in games like that, I think experience does help because it is a warm stage up there, and it's probably the hottest venue where we're gonna play. So yeah, I think experience in the past, and I've been in some tricky situations on that stage in the past few years, as you've seen. So yeah, I've gained a lot of experience over the last few years. Cheers.